Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising, welcome to Ethernal Realms and welcome to your June monthly reading. So this one is a tarot video and there is also an astrology video. If you want, you can check it out. It will give you a lot more context on what's happening in this month. And let's begin. The first major highlight we have here is the broken bridge, which says unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Then we have the second major highlight as dragon, beware of self-delusion. And the third major highlight as caterpillar, which says things will not always be this way, a change is coming. Okay, now your tarot cards. We have the first one as the Eight of Cups clarified by the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this looks as though you're leaving behind some... For some of you, you're leaving behind a project or a team, but it can also indicate you're leaving some sort of habits that you have. And with the top three major highlights, I should mention that there is this aspect going on, which is a square between Gemini and Pisces. And we have Neptune in Pisces, we have Saturn in Pisces, and in the sign of Gemini, we have Mercury, and we also have the Sun up until the 21st, of course, but still it is there for a large part of the month. So at this time in this square, there's a lot of disillusionment because delusions are brought up to the surface and they're being challenged throughout the month. So what you believe is all rosy and sunshine and just perfect, that can be challenged multiple times throughout this month, especially around starting from week 2 and also into week 3, mainly week 3 here. But yes, in the end, there is a positive resolution, but there will be some challenging points over there. Just letting you know. If you want to know more, you can watch the astrology reading. We have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Ten of Wands. Okay, so you are in a leadership position of sorts and you are having to take care of multiple responsibilities, be it your family responsibilities or in the workplace, or if you have your own business, then you might have a lot of orders coming in, or just a lot of work in general coming through, and it is going to be up to you as to how you prioritize your self-care. Okay, now this is some of you, of course, situation dependent, but it can be that you are in a leader position and you're leaving behind some employees of yours, but given that we have this beware of self-delusion, it can be that you are overestimating how much you can do. There are some chances in the month of June that we are thinking, oh, I got this, I can do this forever, I can handle it myself, things like that. But in reality, and the reality is going to hit towards the end of the month, after the multiple challenges, and that is going to bring to the forefront that no, actually we do need more people, or we should not have let someone go this easily. Perhaps more training was required or something of that sort. Okay, so just be mindful, regardless of your situation, there is a tendency to overestimate and overextend yourself throughout this month. Then we have the Lovers, which is the card of Gemini, and we have the Five of Swords clarifying this. So this can indicate that you're being pulled in multiple directions through this month, and that can lead to some type of frustration. But this frustration is acting as a trigger or a pivot point for you to make different choices moving forward, so that there's no misunderstandings either within yourself or with someone else if other people are involved. And that way you can be more in harmony within your life. If you are in a partnership, this can indicate that you are having this tug of war. You might have different opinions or different viewpoints on something. Perhaps they are indicating that, hey, you're working a little bit too much and you need to pay more attention to your health and well-being, or just your home life situation or your workplace. Not really the workplace. I'm feeling more so the goals that you have in life. Basically, how much are you focusing on those things, and do you have a unified goal together with other people? And this is regardless of a romantic connection or a business partnership. There can be some misunderstandings in that area. It can feel as though you are moving really fast. Okay, now around the 11th especially, you might feel as though you have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of inventiveness, and you want to do something that's your way. You're doing this your way. That type of quality here. And in that process, you might feel tempted to leave behind a lot of your support. And that can cause some trouble here with some people that you're partnering up with. I'm looking at this unsuccessful outcome to a problem, and I'm feeling as though it's related to some type of project you've taken up or some goal you had, but you started out with having other people, or certain assumptions were taken from the get-go which are no longer the same. So it looks as though something is not getting resolved in this month, but it might get resolved in like July or August, because with the caterpillar we see that it's not the same thing. We're under, you know, evolution. We're still in the transition state, and we're moving towards something that's more, you know, sustainable for future growth towards our goals in personal life and also relationships. But June is not yet the month to fully abandon everything else or everyone else, or let go of support, even though there is an air of bravado. So take the ideas and, you know, go with it. Go with what the idea is saying instead of making sweeping changes. That's all. Okay, then the fourth card we have is the Two of Cups, clarified by the Strength. This is a very nice connection. This indicates that you're partnering up with the right people, and there is a passion as well. Either you share the same passion so you can connect with one another on that similar basis, or if you're already in an existing relationship, this indicates that you might have to work a little bit harder to meet each other or to connect with each other at a deep level, but it is definitely possible. And whenever you do come together, it's very exciting. For others of you, this can indicate that you're meeting someone new as well, but you might have to take the initiative, or, you know, you have to be at least open to be meeting someone out of unconventional sources. For example, if you're not up for blind dating this time, maybe, you know, try it out and see if it works. If it doesn't work, fine, you know, let it be. You don't need to go for that option, but the thing is, there needs to be some type of openness. But given the astrology, again, there can be the tendency that I know what's best for me and I know I've figured it out, so I don't need to open my mind, or I don't need to look at so many different topics, okay? On the flip side, it can also be that feeling of trying out many different things, taking on a lot of projects and being very excited in that moment, but it might not be sustainable for down the line. So in that case as well, opening up to an opposing viewpoint is going to be quite helpful. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so you are working a lot. Some of you might be working really hard, taking care of your health or your physical well-being and your resources as well. It's about being methodical with stuff, right? You can't rush to the finish line, not with the Knight of Pentacles here. So if you want to build some type of sustainability for the future, we're gonna have to take small steps, little steps, and make it happen. Now, the Four of Pentacles indicates that you're kind of protecting your things, your belongings, and again, there is this inclination towards going your direction or in your own way. And if someone disagrees with you, there is the, again, tendency to separate from them. That may or may not be the best choice depending on your individual circumstance. Please listen to your own intuition and logic as well while you're making the choices. These are energies that don't have to go in one way or the other, so please take it as it resonates. But either way, there is the energy that, you know, you can do a lot by yourself. That's like for sure. You have a lot of intelligence and plenty of opportunity this month to make something happen and to step outside of your box and to step outside the similar ways that you have been operating for some time. So there can be some breakthroughs that come, there can be this epiphany that comes in as well, but you're keeping that to yourself here. Four of Pentacles is minding my own business. Okay, I'm doing my own thing, minding my own business. I'm not bothering anybody else, so why should someone else step outside their boundaries and bother me? That's kind of the situation going on here, but you are in the leadership position this month, and it is up to you to make certain decisions. Let's say you are moving up to a leadership position in a literal sense in a career situation, then in the Lovers with the Five of Swords can indicate that you're ruffling some feathers as you are there. You have a different way of operating or different style of working, different opinions, for example, and that might rub some people the wrong way and lead to a battle of wits or a battle of words, and you're like, okay, I gotta prove myself and I have to show my commitment over here. I have to show that I can do this. So something of that sort is here. There is a general contentious air, but I think your personal relationships are still okay. If they are someone who's meant to be your soulmates, for example, they are with you. Okay, so don't leave those people behind. Also, if you are in that business position, you might be very ambitious, and that's very important. And I'm not saying that everything is wrong or overestimation is like in every part of your life. It's just that we first kind of need to do that, right? Sometimes in some cases you gotta try out these many things and then trim it down later on. But if you never try, you won't ever know. So it's a judgment call. It's literally a judgment call this month for you. Okay, in terms of work, again, you have a lot of work, so I don't think finances are a problem, nor is a work situation. Even if you're leaving something behind, it is for a purpose to either do something by yourself or partner up with someone that you know you resonate with, join other companies or join other organizations that you resonate with a lot more, so you have more things in common. There is a purpose to why you would leave something behind. So that's nice. Okay, then we have fierce serenity, and we have ambush fear with your ferocious dream. See, like, this is what I'm saying. It might seem like madness to some people. Meanwhile, to you, it just makes absolute sense. So it's not for someone else to tell you whether this is the right choice or the wrong choice. There's no such thing. It is really what is appropriate for that time, and is it an authentic statement to who you are now. So the fierce serenity is like you're being very calm. Even if there is like contention, the principal energies are like you being very calm and collected. You're doing your thing. You're making your choices. You're experimenting. You're seeing what makes sense to you, and you know that you are under development in this month. Whatever the idea is or the situation is, things are ongoing, but it's just that you're very sure of where you want to be headed, what that goal is. Okay, how you are doing things might change, but that's okay. That's okay, because the dream is not changing. The goals that you have with the Queen of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, that's not changing. All right. So this self-delusion can be in the method. How are you going to achieve that goal? There are some things that will work, some things might not work, but either way, you're going to learn very priceless solutions and lessons through all of it, and you will gather a lot of new support that you would not have met or you would not have seen if you had not tried out those different things. So again, pros and cons. You gotta see what makes sense for you in the moment. So this ambush, your fear, is just so inspiring. The Queen of Wands is very inspiring. It's like somehow you're able to take care of many different diverse tasks and people without getting tired yourself. But that's what it seems like on the surface. If you do feel tired, please take some rest. You deserve that, and it is also a symbol of self-respect and love. So with the fierce serenity as well, you're very sure, you're very courageous, but at the same time you're appearing very calm, like you're establishing your boundaries effortlessly, no problem. You know, what would generally become a fight is not becoming a fight. You're like, well, you know, this is what I think, I agree to disagree, you know, things of that sort, where you're being politically correct, a little bit diplomatic as well, but you're being very intelligent in how you're dealing with things this month. Wow. Okay, so let's see what else we have for Gemini for the month of June, please. We have Cancer, Moon in the 10th house. So some of you can be working from home, or you want to go your own way and do something that makes your heart happy, or you want to connect with people on a more personal level in the workspace, in the world in general, and you want to make a difference. So each one is going to do things in a different way. Whatever your calling is, that is becoming more highlighted in this month here. Okay, and later on towards the 21st, the sun will move into Cancer. Mercury will move into Cancer as well. So it's important to take care of yourself. Self-care will go a very, very long way for your productivity, efficiency, and achievements. Not only now for the longer run as well, into July too, up until, you know, Mercury moves into Leo at least. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Geminis. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the reading helps you out. Let me know your thoughts. If you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box and the comment below. I will see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye.